We're all chemicals, vitamins, and minerals, Vicodin with inner tubes wrapped around the arm. To see the vein like a chicken on the barn. Top cat chat, let's begin another yawn. Is flying sausage cheese or is it chicken palm? But roosters don't fly like boosters don't buy. So what powers cowards to get them to the top? Just to fall asleep, listening to Bach. The rhythm in the sky is the rhythm that I drop. Dribble in the eye across the prism of a clock that lacks meaning but racks up stacks of fat reading. They catch chief and wrapped up plans from trap dealings. Now what's a coffin with a scratch ceiling? And what's talking without the match feeling? As berry lemon and cherry picking every lemon from your berry system, then proceed with the pack feeding. When I was young, I had visions of another world, sneaking looks at the porn stash of my brother Hurl. Incense smoke made vortices and other curls, casting calls from porn films and ad space for rubber girls. I like my pancakes cut in swirls, Moroccan moles and undercover squirrels. I like cartoons, southern cities with large moons, faith healers, ex-female drug dealers, and art booms. Apologize for my weird mix, what tastes like hot dogs and tear drips, and looks like pantomime and clear bricks, and smells like shotguns and deer piss. They on their hunt, kinda salty that I'm going hard. First part of a party that I throw in parts. 1 minute you're playing pool, next minute you're throwing darts, but that's how you do with a party that you're throwing bars. I run the gambit like I'm throwing cards, from popular mechanics to overdosing hearts. Paint cold pictures like Nova Scotia landscapes. Nerd game make Mandelbot sets when we handshake. A word game backup plan that could damn lakes. Back up the wordplay playing at the man stakes. Means I could still be the man if the man breaks. And when demand breaks, I'm reflections what they can't face. My peers will still treat the mirror like it's a fan base. The unfeathered veteran, the eagle-feathered man, a medicine that hovers above cities like weathermen. And maybe weather woman, whatever better to tell your weather coming. I prefer girls to rain all over the world. And not rain like Rain Man, or rain like Rain Dance, or rain like a slight chance of rain when it's raining. Or rain like dear slaves to Santa Claus sleigh man. But rain like queens, that's rain over made man. And not queen like Queen Killer, Rhapsody, Bohemian Queen, but queen like white glove, wave hand. And not wave hand like it's a heat wave, so you make a fan by waving your hand. I'm talking wave like you saying, hey, man. And I hate for horses, and horseless like you almost voiceless. You gotta treat your vocal cords like it's a fortress, and treat every single one of your words like reinforcements, and especially when you're recording, because that's the portion that's important. When I was reporting, that was poor, but now I'm more than. It's still hooker heels on my sugar heels and sweet spots. Crying shames make margarita rims from cheap tops. Deep plots and Florida window ceilings for my peep pops, and a little scene with them sickle swings to make the wheat drop, and 100 words for them hummingbirds that like to eavesdrop and fan out like peacocks with a parakeet that beatbox. So the sun rises when the beat drops and the sun dies when the beat stops. And then it unties and it relocks and it relapses and it detox and it heat back like a heat pack on his kneecaps at a weak spot because he want what we got like, yeah. 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 Then forge poetry like a young honorary Morrissey and spit it to them golden locked thoughts who like they porridge all watery, not scorchery, no sorbity. So when still orbiting sorcery coming down gorgeously, just like a Stacy Dash waterfall. A more torturing, a waterboarding, a Barbie doll. A river of women like a Brazilian carnival, swimming in feminine bikinis made out of Barbasol. Somebody give them the volleyballs. If you love her, don't ever send her to Molly Malls. Homie, if she lonely, she might end up in Macaulay's claws, coming out the closet over goblets down at Mardi Gras. The famed champagne walk of shame lobby call. My rap position was black condition and activision, ammunition for abolition missions, attacking systems, but they not apt to listen unless it's dropping on Activision. Are we apps or are we bodies filled with apparitions, operating applications stuck inside an Apple prison, chicken hacking download updates that lack religion? Or are we more than soil tainting disloyal changelings preoccupied with boy and goyle chasings and foilings, others royal saintings? I sit back and watch the world through eye holes in my oil paintings. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Unless you Virgin Mary, nothing do it but the truest. Believe all that. Unless you're Jewish, life is not a dictionary. It's a thesaurus, and I feel like a missionary to a clitoris. The water bearer air of traditions that I swear to never change my chair position or conditions of my porridge. Submission for sedition against the religion of a chorus. Keep them golden weave thieves out my motherfucking forest. As I perform a nerve storm, I prefer my pictures in word form. Bury the hatchet like how a bird born. As I paint cold pictures like Kool-Aid facing condensation, having conversations with flavorful combinations, slave to my concentration. So that's OJ the Juice Man meets OJ with 2 hands and 2 gloves. That's too snug to judge who drew blood. And Lupe, look at all these toucans. In a cemetery full of tomahawks, giving middle fingers to the pigeons doing somersaults. Road runners don't fall off cliffs, they run across. Anomalies by the colonies, flukes by the reservoir, while the pursuers end up as proofs on the desert floor. Levitating youths who knew the truth of where the fountain hides. Buckaroo roof painting tunnels onto the mountainsides. 1,000 part a pound of hearts and ounce of eyes, announcing now the doubting mouth pronounces at the count of lies. Chocolate counts by the count of 5. Refrigerator roof full of animals and monsters. Incinerator chutes and the manual for Contra. Assorted memories from my childhood. Absorbing energies from the wild woods. Electronic combat, Konami signed contract. Chinese chart killing cucarachas on contact. Chicago, spray gun aficionado. Efficient spitting Bridgens, the visions isn't Chicano. Who's the boss? If it isn't Alyssa Milano. Do the cough, ninja mission into the Congo. Polarized envy of the older guys. Black OB Shinobi hitting Kino in the face with all my throwing knives. Sub-Zero guiding, hiding, fighting in the pack as well. Sound Village, Leaf Village, Wolf Spirit, magic spells. Yeah! Dodging rain and catching hell. Faces knees, samurais to catch the L. Special research vessels made for catching whales, fillet of fish ships, sea sepid, peppered with extra sails. Rewrite history, liberty needs a better bell. Maybe harder irons and carbon fibers that never fail. Smarter science mixed with an art alliance of fairy tale. Or maybe just a metal pail you hit with steel tools to announce you had enough of dropping out of SEAL school. Just like trout jumping out their house to let their gills cool. Cuba Scuba couldn't take the temperature of my skill pool. Yeah! I said it feels cool to kill fools. Slipping through their cracks like when you try to grill gruel. Techno Viking water bottle and not following pill rules. Will have you off the throttle when you should be modeling chill mood. Roller skate maker, are you just wobbling wheel shoes? Overweight taster of king's food that kills crews. Oblivious featherweight baker who autograph cakes whenever his quill moves over your milieu. Simple as a Buddhist monk in the temple standing in some heel groove. With the abbot practicing stillness. Real still till he realizes realness. Defeats samsara, achieves nirvana and brilliance. Yeah!